Miami's fake bougie. Y'all heard it here. If you from Miami and I offend you, I don't really care, but it's fake bougie. It is. What's popping to the tube? It's your girl Chelsea, back with another video. And get ready with me as I tell y'all about my Miami trip and things to prepare yourself for if you go to Miami. So let's be real. Eyebrows are already done. I use Revlon to outline them, Got to Be Glue to lay them puppies down, and Born This Way in Chai for concealer. I already put my primer on, y'all, Smashbox, and then we're about to do foundation. This is Dior Forever because I have oily skin. If you got oily skin, I would say stick to Dior or Estee Lauder. That's just a little info for y'all. But basically, before y'all plan any kind of trip, debating on where it is from, know who you going with. Know what type of traveling style they are, because everybody has different traveling styles. So that's something extremely important, because you have like the museum goers who like to go to museums and tours. You have the adventurous people who like to do like adventurous stuff like hiking, ziplining and stuff. You have the people who want to just relax by the pool or on the beach. Then you have people who are kind of like a combo. You got to know who you're going with, because if I'm going on a trip, I want to have a little bit of both. I want to do adventurous stuff, but at the same time I want to relax because this is a vacation, baby. But that's on that. Let's get into Miami. So if y'all have not already heard, basically Miami is the city where you can go down as friends and you can leave not friends. That is something y'all need to pay attention to and know, because Miami can destroy your friendship if you are not careful about who you go with. And for a lot of reasons. Y'all need to realize sometimes it's different from visiting a city and living in that city. So probably you won't have your friendship destroyed if you're not living there. But if you're visiting, you can. So Miami's expensive. That's what y'all need to know. If you don't know that already, I'm glad you're finding it out now. Miami's expensive, so be prepared to spend money. So if you don't have money, don't go to Miami. This is my honest saying. If you don't got money, don't go to Miami. If you broke, sit your butt at home. It ain't for you. That's almost like Houston as well, because I'm born and raised and I live in Houston. So there's a lot of people who even said who visited, they did not realize how expensive Houston can be. They will go to Houston thinking like, oh, it's not that bad. But our nightlife can be pricey depending on where you go. So, in Miami, or it also could be the places that we went, you will have to pay to park almost everywhere you go. Especially in South Beach, if you did not know, in downtown, and in some other areas. So we basically have to pay to park everywhere we went, because we bought a rental because it was just easier to just buy a rental instead of doing tons of Ubers to get everywhere. That's the first thing. The second thing, sometimes food places that you see on social media are only just that. Social media at times can be fake. Let's be real. People can make things seem better than what they are. So to me, and this is my personal opinion, and I think y'all should do it, ask the locals good food spots. Ask the locals good places to go, because they live there. So instead of going to these overhyped places and then you might be kind of like, I can't believe we went here, it's not that great. Ask them, because I asked a lot of locals good food places, and doing that allowed us to have some good food, some not, because we went to one place that was overhyped and it wasn't that good. So the place where a local suggested, it was a lot better, of course, because they live there. So they're automatically gonna know like, hey, some of these places that you think are good, no, it could just be for the experience. So you have to realize some of the places you might want to go to is just for the experience. And if that's what you want, there is nothing wrong with that, baby. Miami's fake bougie. Y'all heard it here. If you from Miami and I offend you, I don't really care, but it's fake bougie. It is. Because when I went there and we were walking down South Beach or whatever, no, let me backtrack. So the first night we were there, I just wanted to drive around town We got there late, having to wait on the Uber, so we just wanted to drive around town. That's what we did. And when we were driving around, could be the area that we were driving around in, I thought Miami was gonna look better. It gave off Galveston vibes to me. And when I said that, it's just the infrastructure and everything. It gave off those vibes to me until we went to like the South Beach and downtown area. And when meeting some of the people there, it was like some of y'all were rude for like no reason. A lot of y'all had staring problems as well. We were trying to figure out, why are all y'all staring? We already know before even going down there the dynamic that some of y'all might not know if you're not from Miami. I.e., as you see my color of my skin, I'm black. And we're not favored. Is what a lot of people wanted us to, like, people would tell me wanted us to understand, especially the dark skins. They mainly favor the light skins or whites and Hispanics. So they were some people were trying to prepare us for that. Even a person who were lucky to get a good Uber, he was just like, hey, y'all need to know that a lot of people here, if you try to find an Uber, they don't speak English. And then we was like, oh, okay. I'm glad he told us, so we were like, no, but I'm just like, we kind of already figured that. So that's another thing that I guess y'all should know as well. But we got a lot of stares. And it was crazy because we found a person on South Beach because we were going to do some jet skis or whatever. And we just got to talking because he's like, you're not from here. And I said, what do you mean? How'd you know that? Because we were just in swimsuits like everybody else because we were about to go to the beach. And he's like, y'all smiling too much. And we was like, what? He was like, yeah, y'all smile too much. He's like, people who from here, they don't smile like that. And I thought that was weird. I don't know if the kid was just saying that to us, but that was very strange because it was. And then we just got to talking. I was like, yeah, a lot of y'all here are kind of like bougie, because I didn't want to be straight and be like, y'all fake bougie. He's like, nah, they fake bougie here. And I looked at my friends. I said, did I tell y'all that yesterday, that they give off fake bougie? Because they do. And I guess because I'm from Houston, so people aren't fake bougie here. You either bougie or you not bougie. It's like just like that. So it was very different. Yeah, it was different. Another thing, so y'all can pay attention to, I guess. The Miami trip wasn't all bad though. I know I'm listing like a lot of bad things, but it wasn't that bad. We met a lot of nice people there. We met a lot of great people there who had great personalities and stuff like that. But you know, no matter where you go, you're gonna find some people that are kind of ugh. And this is the best way I can say it. You will find those type of people. You will. So I'm not trying to discourage you about not going to Miami, because we still had fun. Friendships were strained, and that's just me being honest. They were strained. They 100% were strained. And sometimes when that happens, you might just need a little break from friends. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people ain't 100% honest about their trips in Miami. So I just want to be honest with y'all about my trip in Miami and give y'all the truth. Your friendship will be strained depending on who you go with. Go to Miami when you have a strong friendship. Do that. 2, if you want to go to Miami, don't go with no broke people. You don't want to do that. 3, know who you're going with. Know their traveling style, because everybody got different traveling styles. Know that, because if you don't know that, then you're gonna be mighty disappointed. Like, and you don't want to be disappointed. Trust me, baby. Like, just trust me. Not bad. So yeah, that was like my info, or like my little tips about if y'all are going to Miami. And I hope y'all enjoy my little tips, because everybody's trips are always different. Like I said, I have fun, I had good experiences, and I had some bad experiences when I was down there. All in all, will I go back? Maybe in a year or 2. I need a break. I need a break. I needed to come back to my Houston style, my Houston life, because that's what it is. I feel like people are more genuine. Can I say that? Are they more genuine here? I don't know. I feel like people are just more straight up here. Like, I feel like they just straight up here. And that's just me. Like, they're just more real in Houston than they are in Miami because of the vibes. A lot of times they're, like I said, fake bougie, where they want to give off this lifestyle that they truly don't have. And they're kind of like snooty and snobby at times. Like, if you go to certain parts of Houston, you will find that. Like, if you go to River Oaks, you gonna find that. But yeah, it just depends on the little areas that you're in. But you do you, baby. I ain't gonna discourage you from Miami. Go to Miami with your friends, have a good little time, but you've been warned. I hope y'all are enjoying my honesty, but you have been warned. So this is basically the end of this little video about me detailing my little Miami experience. My little tiny little advice about if you're going to Miami. Stick tuned for this little part two. Part two, I'm gonna tell you about what really went down in Miami. So if you want to know what really went down in Miami, head on over to part two so you can figure out what truly happened in Miami. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Yes, I know I'm not fully done, but this video has already went on long enough, and I know my attention span ain't that long, so I wouldn't want to watch like a 30-minute long video. I would need a break. So I'm gonna give y'all a break. Y'all can come back, see more of Chelsea, get to know more of my personality. And yeah, I hope y'all have a good day. And like I said at the end of all my videos, be raw, be real, be you. And we are officially gassed out, my loves. Bye.